Hello everybody. In this video, I would like to share my experience in dealing with plagiarism. First of all, what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is stealing someone else's ideas or words to use as your own without any acknowledgement. And here are some forms of plagiarism and how to avoid it. First of all, it's quite easy enough. First, you copy your friend's essay, an article, or a section of the books, and use your own. So, in this case, I think you should be honest. Otherwise, your supervisor or your coaching instructor also know it because they have the software alternative and they put your assignment through alternatives. The software will discover where do you plagiarize. So be honest with the first thing. The second thing is you're lifting sentences from someone else without using quotation marks and without acknowledgement. In this case, you think that you could just copy a few sentences and they don't discover, but in fact, the software can discover. And another thing you often makes a mistake is you should be careful with your annotated bibliography because when you think of some sentences, it's quite interesting, and when you summarize an article, you just put the whole sentence there, and then when you take it out from your annotated bibliography, you forgot to put the quotation mark there. The third forms of plagiarism is lifting sentences from someone else without using quotation marks and with acknowledgement. This one is you should. It's quite easy to happen because you just take it out from your annotated bibliography. It's my hint is when you want to take direct sentence, says from your books, from an article, you should use quotation mark in your annotated bibliography, so you know that sentence you quote directly from the sources. And number four, you use other people's ideas with your own words, but without any acknowledgement. In this case, some people confuse between the general facts, specific information, and study results. Here is some example for you to see it, that's whether it's general facts, specific information, or study result. Here, for example, the population of Vietnam is more than 90 million people. It's just a general facts. Everyone knows, so you don't need to give a reference or documentation. However, like number two, high school teachers in Vietnam heavily focus on forms. This one, the result from a study, so you should have a reference. Number three, Shakespeare was born in 1564. This is a general fact. Everyone knows it. You don't need to have a reference. But number four, President Obama scored 102 on the IQ test. This is specific information. You should have the reference. So for specific information, study results, you should have specific information. For the general fact, you don't need to have the reference. And number five, you rely on other people's phrase or sentences without proper acknowledgement. This way, the thing to deal with it is remember to document everything you write down carefully. This form may not kind of dishonest or not kind of plagiarism, but it's show that you have weak scholarships. You relied heavily on other people's material with direct quotation, but your contribution is minimal. So the strategy for dealing with this, you should paraphrase on the sentences. You do not quote more than 3 words. So in this case, you can deal with this kind of weak scholarships. Uh, and here are some ways of legitimate use of quotation. Um, First of all, when you want to comment on what other people have said, and you don't want to distort the meanings of the sentence, so you just have a direct quotation. When the expression is unique and you do not use it, but you shouldn't use it excessively, because when you use too much, it's kind of weak scholarship. So when it's used, just have a direct quotation. Number three is when the saying from an authorities and you want to count as evidence, you should have a direct quotation. So in this case, you want to give it as an evidence. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.